Oh, mitakiyasen, namaste, sarde mere refstidar. So, sorry about that. Osio, all my relatives. Today's the 26th. I changed the date on the last video. I don't know. I was in like the wrong day, wrong time zone. I don't know. Anyway, I changed it. That was the 24th. I didn't do a video yesterday. Almost. Well, not a video, it's a journal entry. I almost didn't do a journal entry today. So I didn't do a journal entry yesterday. So yesterday, I'm not even sure what day it is. Today's Tuesday. Yes. Be here now. It's Tuesday. I'm in the moment. I just, you know. Okay, what time zone am I in? Where am I at? What day is it? It's always, so, let's see. Journal entry. What has been going on with me in the past 48 hours? Well, this week we are discussing, our theme this week is intention, agenda. Are they the same? It's kind of an interesting thought. Well, what I will say, you're just gonna have to take a listen to the morning fire, because yesterday was around more of a definition around intention, agenda, and for myself, looking up the definitions. Of course, you have the more modern English version, and then we got a more historic version and the root words, where they came from. And then today, it was more of a spiritual twist, you could say, on intention and agenda, which was fascinating and definitely kind of where I seen all of this kind of going. And for myself, it's really, really perfect and beautiful for this topic this week, after coming out of the black moon. And this particular black moon, of course, the only reason we have what we call a black moon is because it's kind of like the blue moon. With the Gregorian calendar, the colonialist calendar, sometimes there's 2 moons in a month. So technically, the black moon is the second new moon in a month. However, what makes this one so special, and the reason many of us worked with it, is because of the planetary alignments taking place at the same time. It opened up a very special, you could say, portal or window. So this black moon was definitely a reset. I felt it. I know many others have felt it, but and then really being very crystal clear on your heart's intention, not your brain's intention, your ego brain's intention, but your heart's true soul intention. And so for myself, I saw so with the rainbow, the car, capturing that vibe of having good, reliable transportation, remembering how abundant we are, and going, it's really time to, and that's what this whole, at least for me, this year has really been about, is, we have to be crystal clear in here. We need to be very, because we're getting ready to, Mother Earth's getting ready to blow some stuff up, okay? It's just a fact. And crack some things up. It's just a fact. The solar flares are on their way. It's just a fact. And so it's the preparedness, it's the healing pieces, letting go of all of that old baggage stuff, and then going, okay, what is it that you really want? What is your heart's truest desire? And that was definitely this past week, because and for me, it's more about Great Spirit, and then I shared that I have this intention of freedom. Just let me be free to be myself and live my life and free the animals. Fucking free the animals. They deserve it. They have spent millions of years trying to teach us humans. And all we've done is locked them up and made slaves out of them, taken their land, and, eliminated many of them. So all of that's being restored. And that, for me, was one reason why I was like, okay, the animals will be fine. The non-human animals will be fine. That is. The human animals, well, that's who needs woken up, right? Obviously, we know that. But, so I had to learn, and it's been this interesting journey of caring for the animals, working for the animals, being a voice for the animals, and then going. And that's how I fell in love with the human animal. Well, many of them anyway, but no, with the human animal is actually a really good thing if we use ourselves wisely. Like the natives did for many years. I mean, you just think about the millions of years the natives, or you could say original people, however you want to term it, but people that were very connected with the earth and learned to work with the earth and nurture the earth, good stewards of the earth, instead of, well, let's see what we can get out of the earth. Let's see if we can manipulate this and manipulate that and all this. So, all the money greed and the building and all of that stuff has just been out way out of fucking control. And so, of course, that was all part of Great Spirit's plan. So, I am not blaming anybody. I am not. I've come to that, at least myself, I've come to that kind of awakening awareness of, we're all playing the parts, the different parts of the one Great Spirit, right? I don't know. maybe it really is a teaching school. Maybe we really are in a whatever. I like to believe that this was all part of the plan. Why would there be a prophecy if it wasn't part of the plan? It's kind of like for myself, when I remember when I was 5, sharing with my grandmother, one of these days I'm going to ride my motorcycle all 50 states and I'm going to have a message. I came in with that. And then the veil was placed over me, so to speak. I learned a huge amount of stuff, experienced a lot of stuff, which gave me the workshops and what I was going to share. And then I remembered when I woke up, kind of stepped on my spiritual path, I remembered, oh, I remember. And of course, when I remembered, I had no idea about workshops and so forth. Those came naturally as my students, or they weren't my students, they were my clients, doggy daycare and rescue clients. Noticed how my house had transformed, and so they're like, teach us. And so that's how the workshops got put together, and it was all a giveaway. So as we had traveled, now, if there really, for me, if there really is free will, how did all that, yeah, really? So for me, the free will is, I can either enjoy this journey with laughter, love, kindness, peace, or I can live this life miserable. Well, I spent quite a few years miserable, and it was stepping out of that misery that I've gotten to really thoroughly enjoy this earth and life, and learn to love people, humans, and have a much deeper empathy and compassion. So where was I going with this? I have no idea. Oh, so these past 2 days for me has been this. Okay, well, I've done this. Oh, well, what have I not experienced yet that if it's going to be my last days, if it's going to be our last days, or what do I really want to move into? What would be my highest timeline? What would be my, like, oh, let's do this thing, and serve humanity, serve Mother Earth, serve our ancestors. Well, I'm working on that. And so I had that weekend, that little vacation with the rental car and the weekend, going, ooh, well, this could be some really good stuff. And yes, oh my gosh, this is like, oh, I can't wait type of thing. So it's been step by step by step. Okay, is this decision, what I'm getting ready to do, is this feeding this path, or this path? And some say there's only 2 paths. I think there's 3. At least it feels like it for me. And that is going to really serve my intention of freedom, my mission, you could say, which actually was my nonprofit, the ministry, and now it's become my name, which is Awakening Humanity to Oneness with All Nature. This, reconnecting with the earth and so forth, or awakening peace in the human animal naturally, or whatever. That part, it's been peace, peace, peace. But basically enjoying life. So, how can I best use my gifts that I've been giving, my intention of freedom, and serve and give, pay forward, give back, serve, be, that. So, with that being shared and said, there's also seems to be this, okay, we need to get this and we need to get that and we need to do it now. These pieces need to get lined up. Which for me has been car shopping, vehicle shopping. I got my e-bike fixed. Oh, Garuda is so happy. She's got really good tire thingy, figured out the shock thingy, got the crate on thingy all nice and solid, got a hitch all nice and solid, got the trailer on her, and so yeah, all of that is working great. I'm like, yes. However, it's been made very, very clear, it's get a vehicle. And my loan came through. I actually qualified for a loan. Wow. Absolutely no credit. Haven't had income in years. Well, since I left the doghouse back in 2011. So, yeah. Sweet. Oh, it could almost give you a little bit of a headache, so you look a little bit, send a couple messages, look this up, look that up, I'm doing my due diligence and, checking the mileage, checking the vehicle, checking the, how long will this vehicle last? How long will that vehicle last? It came to me because I had that urge, right? And then I had my mind set on this one particular vehicle. And of course, it wasn't there. Which is all part of the astrology. It's all part of this particular week. It's like little testers. Like, are you sure? Are you sure? And then, are you going to hit the depression? Going, oh, that didn't work out as expected. And many different things. And it's like, no. Okay, that's not the right breadcrumb. That wasn't the breadcrumb. That was just the thought that led me to this, which, this is the breadcrumb. Oh, I got it. So, got to line up 2 vehicles to go. Well, actually, one's going to be brought here to me because, it's like, oh, well, I can't make it to Fortuna Hills on my e-bike. Oh, well, I can deliver it to you, sir. I'm a ma'am. And you're not going to deliver her to me. I want to check her out first. And then another one that I'm going to go look at. It was with that search. I'm like, yeah, that would be like the ideal vehicle. It's called a Ford something or another. They use them a lot in medical transport. They use them a lot in deliveries because they just go and go and go and go and And yeah, they're not too easy to find. And the interesting piece for me is being here in Yuma. There is a bit of a, I don't want to call it limited, but because otherwise it's taking you to Phoenix, it's taking you to Quartzsite, it's taking you to Tucson, it's taking you to California, and it's like, no, I need local. It was through this search I learned a lot about Jeeps, which had me thinking about my biological dad a lot. He loved the Jeeps. Loved Jeeps. If he couldn't ride a motorcycle, he would do a Jeep. And I kind of like, okay, I'm listening. Now, it was getting so complicated. Okay, this particular Jeep model, these are the years that are the most reliable. This particular model, this year. Stay away from this year and that year and this year. I'm like, whoa, it's getting so confusing. So I tried doing the search and going, okay. It hit me like I had done when I was looking for and found Jumanji. Putting in to Google, which now is some kind of AI thing, but putting into Google, what is the most reliable four-wheel drive cargo vehicle? So I did it completely different way, and that's when I got a list. And so copy, near me, copy, near me, and then started getting my little list of vehicles, and then going down through those vehicles and sending messages to certain ones, and then delete and delete and delete, and got it narrowed down to a certain degree. And we shall see. We shall see. If this one particular one comes through, may not even need to use the loan, which I found interesting, or if I do, for just a very short period of time. However, that's not going to establish my credit, which I'm okay with that, because I've never gotten into the system anyway. I just thought it was crazy nuts all along. I have been a rebel to the systems. Not that I can't join them and go along with it for a little while, but then it's like, get me out of here. I understand why we have to, I get it all. But there's really is other ways of doing things. There really is. My Top to Dead calls me a backwards girl. And I love it. Anyway, good night. Loving y'all. Okay, I'm loving myself. This is my journal entry. So, journal entry. What else do I need to put in here? I made it to the grocery. Ah, yes, I made it back to the grocery. Thank you, Garuda. Thank you, Mr. B's Bicycle Shop. They were really, 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 good to me. really, really good to me. And I learned a lot about e-bikes, and I am so grateful I went with the e-bike that I went with. Because had I spent a lot more on an e-bike, I would have spent even more in making sure that she was roadworthy, where Garuda is roadworthy and didn't cost near as much as all the other hype stuff out there. Anyway, so, and she's solid. She is a solid girl. So I'm very, 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 very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here's the cool thing. I can put Garuda in the vehicle. I can put, and just load everything right up. That is the game plan. And then we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, I need to get some rest. Oh, we had that flood yesterday. Oh, the beautiful rain, thunder, some lightning. There was the gorgeous, gorgeous lightning this morning. Of course, it was heat lightning or a storm off in the distance. It's bedtime. Hey, hey.